Have you ever asked a question and your answer be, you'll understand when you're older? Because I used to hate that when I was a kid. And the thing is, as many times as I heard that, I honestly made me start to believe that one day I will know everything. And I just never really saw the problems that like adults had. Like, I just thought that they just had everything worked out and that, you know, I would stop worrying and stuff. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I was like probably not even in elementary school yet, and I used to like always worry. I mean, every night around the same time, like a couple hours before my bedtime, I would worry. I would be like, I'm scared to drive. I'm scared to get a locker. I'm scared to go to high school. I'm scared to learn to tie my own shoes. I'm scared to, go up a grade. I'm scared to learn cursive. I'm scared of getting pregnant one day and having a baby, and I'm so scared of all this, and I'm scared of death. And I was just genuinely worried every single night about a lot of things that I still haven't even reached. And some of it I found that, yeah, it is just as scary as I thought, but most of the time it really wasn't that bad. Like, honestly. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this because you think that when you're a kid that, there comes a point when you finally understand everything, but honestly, you get older and you're still learning. And you never stop learning. They really do mean it when they say you learn something new every day. I mean, that's no joke. Oh, yeah, I got my chair back, by the way. So, yeah. I'm living the life, man. Anyway. Oh, anyway. But they say that, and, I don't know who puts that idea in our heads. I don't know, maybe it's just psychologically there. I did learn an interesting fact. So I remember, and apparently this is common for like every child, but most kids or most people don't remember it when they grow into adulthood. But there is a part in your childhood where your brain isn't, obviously fully developed yet, and you develop a concept where basically you believe that you are the only one with independent thoughts. Like, I remember I was little and I was like so stumped by this. Like, I was like, I thought I held the key to the universe. Not this one. I got that later in life. But I thought I held the key to the universe, and I was like, so it was kind of like the Truman Show, if you've ever seen that. I thought when I was a kid, someday it just struck me. I am like God. I'm like the center of the universe, right? And that like I was put here and I'm like the main star of the show, and everyone else around me is just acting like they don't have their own independent thoughts, right? But there's like a script given to them, and they just, that they're all on this act, but they can't tell me. It's their secret. If even if I asked them about it, they would deny it. But I know that everything that they're doing and thinking, I just made it up subconsciously. And that was a heavy thought for like a 3-year-old. And I remember telling my mom, I know something, but I can't tell you what it is. And as a parent, I mean, I would have probably been pretty concerned hearing that, but she just didn't really care. I asked her about it later in life, and she's like, I thought you were just joking. I thought you were just messing with me. It's like, no, Mom. And I told her what the thought was. But no, actually, most of us develop that concept when we're children, but we grow out of it because we eventually realize that everybody has their own independent thoughts. But most people don't remember it. I don't know why, but somehow I held on to that. I don't remember what it is called, but it is a psychological fact. So anyway, that fascinated me. Anyway, but yeah, so you think that like you're gonna figure it all out, but man, I gotta tell you, it only gets more complicated, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because your brain grows and you learn a lot more about yourself, and you learn a lot more about other people, and you learn a lot more about the world. But you develop more responsibilities and deeper connections with people, and you learn, you think, I don't know, I guess sometimes you either think you know everything about yourself when you're a kid, or you don't really think about it at all. But, I mean, I'm honestly excited for what the future holds for me. I can't wait to see where I'll be in like 5 years from now. I used to dread it. I used to just take every day at a time and just wonder when it was going to be over. But I'm so proud of the person I've become. If I compared myself in high school to the person I am now, I just think about it all the time and I'm just, wow. I never thought that, this quiet, subtle life would be everything I wanted. I mean, you compare my life to so many other people, and it doesn't sound great, but it's perfect for me. Yeah, I mean, I still live at home with my parents, and I work a very not too great paying job, but I don't have to pay the bills. I don't have to drive yet. I don't have many friends, but the friends I do have are very close to me. I consider them family. I thought my life was going to be all boring and this and that, but I don't really chase the thrills like a lot of people my age. I just really enjoy just chilling and relaxing. It gives me time to learn more about myself and learn more in general. I mean, I've just never been that kind of person. I just get very anxious. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling, but I just think it's interesting because you think that at some point you're gonna reach like that level of knowledge and you'll know when it hits you, but it just doesn't. Every day, I mean, just when you accomplish one thing, a new goal comes up, or you think, it's just there's surprises at every corner. You're never done learning, you're never done growing, you're never done, meeting new people and learning new things. Sometimes it's scary. I mean, honestly, sometimes you think this is the end of your life. How many times have you had those moments where you genuinely wanted to die or you just genuinely thought your life is over? I mean, I've experienced grief, I've experienced death, and I thought, where does it go from here? I honestly can't see a future from here. But it happens slowly, and maybe it doesn't happen overnight, but you gotta let yourself work through that, and eventually you'll get the energy back and you'll get the motivation to come back into your life and make more of it, and more great things will come. So if you find yourself in a moment where you feel like this is it, this is the end, it's like I don't want to kill myself, but I also don't want to be alive either. I've been there so many times. If you find yourself there, think about how many other times have you felt this way, but you turned out to be okay in the end. Remember, nothing lasts forever. That goes for both good and bad things. So this too shall pass, and I don't mean to sound corny, but it will. You just have to let yourself feel your feelings, but don't take it out on other people. Just really try to, you know, be patient with yourself. If you're not feeling it, don't force yourself to do something you can't. But at some point, you gotta motivate yourself. Get up there, take a shower, do something you enjoy. Be gentle with yourself, but don't let yourself rot. But you will get there, you will get through it. And don't be scared of the bad things that are happening. A Buddhist philosophy, and I'm not a Buddhist by any means. I was just watching The Middle, and Brick said something interesting. I love that sitcom, by the way. I've just been rewatching it. It's like my comfort show. So, anyway. But he said that imagine, like, everything in your life as a cup, but the cup is already broken. So, you may as well enjoy it now because it is broken. Basically, it's like everything in your life, it's already doomed. It's in the future, it is eventually going to end. So you may as well enjoy it now while you still have it. It's still there, it's still in your hand, you still have it to hold. So enjoy it because that it is definitely, inevitably going to end. So enjoy it. It's not gonna last forever, so do what you can to enjoy it. Don't pressure yourself to enjoy it, just like spending time with your family or something. you shouldn't feel pressured to spend every waking moment with them. But the moments that you do spend with them, be in that moment and enjoy it. Because one day you're gonna look back fondly on those moments. Even the little tiny ones that you didn't think mattered, you're going to. Believe me. But yeah, also take time for yourself and stuff, and just don't sweat it. If you find yourself worrying, just give yourself a moment and breathe and think about, is this something I can control? Honestly, it's the things in life that we can't control that bother us most. It's the things in life that we can't have that we want the most. And it's the things in life that we don't understand that we wish so badly to understand. And that is the rub. That is the hard part. But just know you're not alone in this. Everyone feels that way. I hate when things are out of my control. It makes me want to throw a fit, and I have. As a grown adult, I throw tantrums. But that's okay. You gotta let yourself feel those feelings. But there's also comfort in knowing that it's something you can't control. Because the things that you can control are the only things you should feel responsible for, the only things that you should worry about. Let the universe handle the rest, just at the end of the day, really the best you can say is, I tried everything on my part, and if everything else didn't go well, then that's not my fault. There's kind of a great comfort in the lack of responsibility for it. But I ain't gonna catch you slacking, so you better try your best. Alright? And that's all anyone can truly expect of you. Because if they expect anything more, then they are unrealistic. And I'm sure that they're having a really hard time with it in life, because let me tell you, we're not Superman, alright? I mean, I might be a little bit gifted, but y'all just mortal beings, so just chill out a little bit, alright? So, yeah, but I hope some of these words of advice or whatever were encouraging for you, because I know that I've definitely held on to them. When I was younger, I used to hate those corny little bits of advice. They meant nothing to me, because it's so overdone, it's oversaid. The more you say something, the less it holds its meaning. But sometimes you'll know when it means something to you. Like, you'll experience something, you'll be like, dang, they were right. But that's what my dad always said. Just be yourself, and that's all anyone can expect of you. And, but yeah, I mean, this too shall pass. It is true. I think it was King Solomon who had that engraved in his, ring, and he read it whenever he needed that piece of advice. But, yeah, and it goes both ways, too, so just remember that. Good or bad, this too shall pass. But, don't sweat it, man. Y'all are gonna be alright in the end. 'Cause, I mean, really, it's like, there is no end. You're always gonna keep learning. But that's something to look forward to, honestly. There's gonna be some hard times, and believe me, I'll be there with you, but you'll get through it, and you'll experience some cool stuff, too. Honestly, you're gonna experience things in life that you never thought were gonna happen. Things that you that were totally out of your character, like 5-10 years ago. I've done things and been places I would have never imagined myself being. And, things that little old, middle school me or whatever would have been so freaking jealous of. So just keep it up, man. You never know, just push yourself just a little bit, but don't push too hard or you'll get hemorrhoids. So, have a good one.